Makikita na ninyo yung slides?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think nag-end ko diri, di ba? Last meeting. Asa tataman gani diri? Kasi makarecall.
Dira, sir.
Asa dapit? Ethel?
No man nakag-discuss ana sa cancer process and equipment. No man ka dira.
Process? Dapit na. Again, diri.
Diba ka na sa cancer?
Departmentalization.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
ang team organization na human na nato? Or wala pa? Departmentalization.
No man naman to, sir.
So, I think wala pa sa decentralization and kini line staff. Diba, marag diri ta wala. Sige, anyway. In this slide, I was actually discussing to you, or I was giving to you the principles of an organizational structure. So these principles are actually the guiding rules or ways or methods on how the organization is organized in a large na organization. So with these principles, kini sila, it tends to determine if how effective is your organization based on this coordination, based on specialization, in team organization, departmentalization, decentralization, and line and staff relationship. So in this, the more effective the more you address all these principles, the better will be the organizational structure, or the more effective the structure will be. No? So I ended last meeting on the departmentalization, and I give you the several types, which are the functional departmentalization, product departmentalization, users, territory, and process equipment. So this afternoon, I will continue on discussing on these principles of organizational structure. I will start here in decentralization and centralization. So from this term, actually, you can already you are very familiar, definitely, with this term, decentralization and centralization. Probably if I am your faculty in the ano nga subject ito? I think it's FRM 53 or itong before ka mag forest policy, unsa gani nga subject? Unsay prerequisite sa policy sa inyong madumduman? Policy. Yan ang sabi ko.
Kuan, sir, kato.
Principles.
Governance?
Governance, yun. Exactly. So governance, if probably ako nakahandle sa inyong governance, or probably na-discuss po sa inyong faculty sa governance, very familiar na sa inyo probably ang term na decentralization and centralization. Diba? Like ang our government, diba, sa governance na discussion, ang atong gobyerno sa Philippines is centralized, meaning the power emanates from the highest position, which is the president, and then slowly it is decentralized, but at a minimal lang ang magnitude, meaning na ay limitation ang pag-decentralize. Basically, ang atong gobyerno in general is a centralized form of government. Unlike sa government sa United States na federal ang form, a federal form of government, meaning na ay kada locality na ay ilang own government, a federal form is an example of a decentralized na structure. So if we actually define it, simple lang. Decentralized refers to centralized, meaning it refers to those organizations or those industries wherein the decision making only emanates from the main industry, or from the president aligned to the lowest position. It's centralized. If decentralized ang organization, then it gives authority or decision making in the local management. Like for example, if you have a large industry na akay example na akay industry nga let's give this one for example, not this one. Kini for example, from the board of directors, if naakay diri na kay lumber na production and naakay veneer and plywood na production, so naay, let's say for example, naay general manager for veneer and plywood production, naapoy general manager for lumber production. So if decentralized ang form of the organizational structure, ang may tabuan na ang management and decision making, ang pag-decide kung sa plans, decisions on new policies, decisions kung unsa buhaton nila sa kana nga product or kana nga organization, is diri mag-emanate diri from the general manager down. Dili na mo abot diri. Wala diri sa board of directors ang control. Instead, naa diri sa lower positions or the general managers for veneer and plywood and general manager for lumber, sila ang magbuot for themselves. So si general management for veneer and plywood, siya ang mag-determine kung unsa ang plans and projections and buhaton sa kining veneer and plywood na line. And si lumber na line, so siya pala magbuot para diri nga side. If decentralized. If centralized ang form with the structure sa government, ay sa structure sa organization, then therefore, from the board of directors, diri magikan ang command and decision making padulong sa ila. Igo na lang ni sila mo follow. So, si general manager for example for veneer and plywood, igo na lang niya buhaton ang sugo sa taas. So, igo na lang sila mo follow. Dili sila mag-plan, dili pud sila mag-decide. If centralized, meaning naa diri sa central main governing board ang decision making, not within the locality or in the main lines. So inana ang concept with the decentralization. So if the question is which among ang effective, decentralized ba or centralized, it actually depends on the capacity, the how large the organization is. If dako na kayo ang organization, and for example if ang organization is ga-involve og territorial nga kanang differences, like ang departmentalization niya is according by territory, meaning lagyo kayo ang mga ilang manufacturing centers, usually they are trying to decentralize na ang decision making. Then centralized na, madugay pa, dili effective for departmentalization nga lagyo ang mga stations. Centralized, effective siya for small na industries, kung gagmay pa, and at the same time, naapoy limitation sometimes is decentralized. The decentralized, mahimo siya og centralized form of organization if naay mga decisions nga dako kayo epekto para sa whole organization. So for example, maingon na sila nga decommissioning na, meaning undangon na nila ang industry for the local nga decentralized nga management. Then before sila maka-decide kung buhaton na nila, dapat ang final say dito sa main nga office, sa main nga governing board. So inana ang concept usually, the decentralized and centralized. So again, when you say decentralization, meaning it tries to give the local management or those who are within the operations to decide and to govern for themselves. So inana ang decentralized. So another principle for the organizational structure is the line and staff relationship. Yan is the line and staff relationship. So it refers to the scalar chain or the superior to subordinate linkages that extend throughout the hierarchy. So from the lowest position, from the janitor or utility, up to the president, that's the hierarchy, meaning naay chain of command, naay line of command, na ang principle sa line staff relationship. So the line employees, for example, katong mga gahim, for example, kung sawmill ang industry, katong mga ga-operate sa banso, katong gagaba sa kahoy. So those are the line employees, meaning they are the operations. So the line employees are responsible for achieving the basic strategic objectives of the organization, which is para sa lumber industry, magabas o kahoy, mag-produce ato ilang product. And the staff there, the staff now for that line and for that whole organization, now ang purpose ng staff is to support the line na employees. So like for example, preparation sa ilang sweldo or mag-prepare para sa plan sa accounting, finances, inana. So those belong to the whole organization, and both of them, either line and staff nga unit, so both of them are very important para sa coordination and for the whole operation sa isa ka organization. So pasabutan na ay chain of command. Like for example, the utility sa lumber production, janitor sa dito, naa siya supervisor. So meaning katong si utility dili siya moadto kang president sa company o sa organization para mangayo og sugo. Meaning moadto siya sa iyang supervisor. Or baliktad, kasi si president. Si president, instead na iyang direkto suguon tong utility, dili na ang pamaagi. There is a line of command, meaning si president suguon niya iyang staff or iyang vice president, si vice president suguon niya ang iyang director, si director suguon na iyang manager, si manager suguon niya ang supervisor so anya pa din niya suguon ang utility. So that's the line of command or the chain of command. So you defining that line and staff relationship, including katong mga accounting, finance, and how they are going to support the line operations, defining this one will allow you to effectively organize the whole structure. So mas klaro ang imong organization. So it is said na perfect organization is like a perfect health, meaning if well organized and well structured ang imong organization, then it's like a healthy person. If you follow these whole principles, then you create a perfect na organization which will be beneficial para sa whole organization. So inana siya. Again, these are the principles. These are the guiding rules on how you are going to organize the whole structure para sa isa ka industry. So, there are 3 types of organizational structure. Atay tulo na. These are the types na hanap the principles. Manato sa principles. There are 3 types. That's the functional or structure, you have the product division structure, and then the line and staff na structure. So, let's talk about first this line staff this functional structure. So in the functional structure, so each management unit is associated with a particular function. That's why there is a specialized function. Therefore, kada isa ka unit naa sila particular nga trabaho. So inana ang functional. So meaning the whole organization is divided according to the functions or the work of that certain unit. So, in a particular function, for example, manufacturing, lahi sila nga organization, lahi sila nga unit. Engineering, lahi nga unit. Purchasing and sales department, so another unit. So, accounting, lahi nga unit. Budget, finance, lahi nga unit. So, you are trying to separate each structures so that their work is clearly defined sa ilang unit. So, functional organization is what is best suited as a producer or standardized goods and services at large volume and low cost. So, meaning if ang gina-produce sa isa ka organization is isa lang or gamay lang nga product or sa isa lang ka product pero dinaghan, bulto ang produce, then effective ang functional organization. Because isa raman ka product. So, matutukan nila tanan sa whole sa tanang units, matutukan nila ang kana nga product. For example, if ang product ay Coke lang, so kung Coke lang ang product ng soft drinks, then tanang functional structures like engineering, manufacturing, staff, accounting, everything nga part sa kana nga organization can focus sa ilang kanang trabahoon on that particular product, sa pag-produce ng product. So that's why, functional structure of organization is effective kung limited lang ang product, kung isa lang ang product na gina-produce. Pero, dinaghan ang ilang production. So usually, ang mga plywood production are commonly organized in a functional na structure. Okay, usually, ang plywood ra gid na ilang plywood nga industry, plywood ra gid na ilang product. So, meaning, ang ilang mga ilang units, engineering, machineries, janitorial, tanan-tanan, are focusing sa kana nga product. So, because they tend to produce more products at low cost, and sa mubo nga oras, daghan na ilang dapat mag-produce. So, coordination and specialization of tasks are centralized in a functional structure, which makes producing a limited number of products or services efficient and predictable. So, that's because organization sa isa ka functional structure, clear ang trabaho sa isa ka unit. So, klaro kayo ang trabaho sa isa ka unit. Since klaro ang ilang trabaho sa isa ka unit, then therefore, mas dali nila i-coordinate and dali nila i-specialize ang task according sa kung kinsa ang responsible ana. Let's say, naay nadaot nga gamit. So, dili na mga tanak, kinsa karon ang responsible ana. So, naana ang musulod na tong engineering dayon nga department. So, mas clear siya ang ilang, mas pas ma-coordinate and mas specialize ang ilang trabaho. So employees within the functional division, kini nga type sa organization, the employees tend to perform specialized set of tasks, di ba? As I've said, so accounting, gina. So engineering, yun. So the problem sometimes in this type of organizational structure is that it tends to inhibit communication. So there is a lack of communication between the functional groups with an organization. So making the organization slow and flexible. So malimit niya because specialized kayo ang ilang mga units. So inani ang example sa isa ka functional structure. So sa I've said ganiya, limited lang ang ilang product, like ini, lumber, veneer, and plywood. So maura ni ang ilang product. So therefore, tanang units, production department, sales marketing, purchasing, power plant department, finance, human resource, and ang ilang trabahante nga gatrabaho diri sa kining production nga gatrabaho dani para ma-produce ni nga product. All of these units, specialized units, are focusing sa kanilang nga product. So that's why if you try to observe the division sa organization, they are divided according to structure. Human resource, finance and admin, so power plant, lahi nga purchasing department, lahi po sila nga group, sales and marketing department, lahi nga group, production department, lahi nga group. So isa ra gid siya ka whole organization or whole structure, and then all of the subunits, all of the main functional units are focusing on the product. So inana ang functional na structure. Another form of organizational structure is this one, the product division. So product division structure is also called as divisional structure. So the product division structure groups each organizational function into division. So lahi po ni siya og style. So each division within a divisional structure contains all necessary to function within it. So inani ang example na niya. So inani ang product division structure. As I've said ganiya, the divisional structure of each organization functions into a division, and each division within the divisional structure contains all necessary resources and functions within it. Kung tanaw nimo, Ang product division, gi-divide niya ang whole organization into three main branches. First, naadari ang lumber. Second, administration and finance and any other stuff. And veneer and plywood. If you try to observe, ang lumber, stand alone siya. Meaning, nakaseparate siya si lumber with this, kini, naadari. Sa veneer and separate po siya dere. And if you try to observe unsay within the lumber nga line, so this one is one product, di ba? This one is another product. So in the lumber nga side, naa siya mga products, naa siya subunits nga research, R&D, production, accounting and finance, sales and marketing, customer services. Meaning, in this line of organization, in this product division, kini dere, this one is standalone because it can already function with itself. Na ano man siya, kompleto na siya. Na siya sales, na siya accounting, na siya customer service, na siya production, na siya R&D. So, complete na ang whole niya structure. Dili na siya mag-agad or magsalig in these other divisions. So, inana ang divisional structure. So, if you observe now in this veneer and plywood, naapod sa iyang separate na units. It has own functional units na R&D, production, accounting and finance, sales and marketing, customer service. So naa siya kaugalingon niya nga units, that's why it is another product division. And then, separate din siya administration and finance, human resources, procurement, accounting office. Karon nganong naapa siya accounting din naapo din. So, ang responsibility of this accounting and finance sa kini nga unit are only for those veneer and plywood na production. In this side, the accounting and finance, responsible siya diri sa lumber production. Kining accounting and finance na naa diri sa tunga, this one will assist this administration. Kining naa diri padulong sa taas ng board. So, sila ang accounting and finance in the procurement, accounting and finance sila sa human resources, administration and finance. So, sila ang responsible diri nga side. So therefore, separated sila. So lahi iya diri, lahi po diri. So it is different, diba? Sa functional organization, functional structure, nausag din siya. Meaning, sila tanan naka-focus sa isa ka product. But in a product division structure, they are separated according to their, this one is separated according to their products. So veneer and plywood, separate siya ang lumber. And each of them can function with their own. So, si lumber, kung magka-problema sa marketing, customer, accounting, production, magka-problema siya dili maunsa na yung pikas. Because separated ang ilang units. Separated ang ilang structure. So, accordingly, this functional product division structure is more effective in larger companies. And it is typically used, meaning mao yung pinaka-common sa dagko nga kumpanya. So, they operate in a wide geographic area. Kung dagko kayo, kung naay territorial na departmentalization, and if kato nga mga departmentalization nga gagmay within several areas is just under the umbrella sa isa kadako nga organization. So, inani ang style sa product division structure. So another form of organizational structure is kining line and staff. This is the last one. So in the line and staff, so lahi po nilang combine. It combines the line structure where the information approvals comes from top to bottom. And it is more centralized, but the problem with the line and staff is decision making becomes slower. Kasi dagway ang line and staff. Inani siya. So you have the main organization, the president, then it is separated now for VP for marketing, VP for operation, VP for finance, VP for HRD. So VP for operation, sila itong maghimo sa product. Like if lumber or plywood ang product, dito siya under. So manager in production planning and product development. So kang VP marketing, lahi po diya. So manager, market research, sales. Finance, manager, accounting, audit, credit collection, VP HRD, recruitment, training. So, it is divided according to their functions. Murag functional, but the thing is they are not all coordinated. So lahi gid sila. So and the decision making of this type of organizational structure is centralized, meaning diri gid magikan ang decision making. Dili pwede mag-decide ang nasa ubos. So all decisions will be coming from here padulong sa ilang mga sub-organization. So inana ang style sa line and staff. The problem with that is decision-making process in this type of organizational structure becomes slower because of the layers and guidelines typical to it. So naay separation mangud kayo of distinct kayo ang ilang differences with the organizational parts. So ang issue ani nga type of organization is langan. So may bal-an ninyo nga example nga inani nga organization. Na may mahatag nga example, inani nga organization, line and staff ilang gamit, or line and staff ang gamit. Pamilyar. Liamos, na kay mahatag nga example, nga inani ang iyang structure, line and staff. Manulat? Namo dia? Wala mo.
Sir?
Unsa mo mahatag nga example nga inani ang structure, line and staff? Nakay common kay nga example. Inani ang structure niya? Nakay man anan? Liamos. Kirante.
Sir?
Nakay maisip nga organization nga inani ang structure, line and staff. Unsa man?
Kanang ginagamit diri sa inyo, sir.
Asa?
Kanang ginagamit nga aning organizational system yung
Sa CMU?
yes, sir.
That's correct.
Or kanang nasa
That's actually correct. Yung inani nga kini nga structure mo ning gamit sa CMU. It's a line and staff, di ba? President na siya VP for UIGP or sana income resource UIGP, University Income Generation Projects. Na siya VP for administration, na siya VP for separate VP for Vice President for academic, kanang VPAA related sa academics na dia under ang colleges, and then ilan na ka VP tulo ba na VP for UIGP, VP for administration, VP for VP admin, VP for na VP for research and extension, and then na VP for academic affairs. So VPAA. So upat ka book VP na din dito under ang mga units. Actually nani ang style sa organizational structure nga gamit ang CMU. Okay? Ina na siya ha. So common forest-based industry and organizational structure. So I'm giving you some illustrations and you try to analyze unsa ka ni nga type. Again, sa to natay tulo ha. Natay tulo ka type of organizational structure. Functional structure, nani yung common nga dagway. Units are divided according to their functions. Natay product division. The units are divided into two, which are two products. And then line and staff, which is divided according to the lines or the staffing. So line and staff, natay klaro man iyang differences, di ba? Line and staff. This one is product division. This one is functional organization, functional structure. So, sige. Let's try to analyze some common forest-based industry nga structure, and then you try to give me the structure. Okay. Saan siya? Saan siyang structure? Idea. Isa na idea. Unsa ka ni nga style?
Functional structure, sir?
Kung ni Sir Eliamos. Functional? Sige, anong functional?
Yes, sir. Kay kuan man, sir. Nag-specialize lang sila sa ka-single nga work, pero na sila mga quality control and foreman. What are the sir?
It's actually a line and staff. Kung tanawin mo ang organization, ang style ani is line and staff. So from the main organization, i-divide niya sa staff diri sa machine contractor, i-divide niya to another staff inani office for clerk, production office assistants, another line and staff diri sa superintendent for production, plywood warehouse workers, another line diri sa inspector, superintendent for the foreman workers, superintendent for maintenance and cost control, foreman workers, office workers, ana. So it's actually a line and staff killing style. Another. Thank you, Ethel. How about this one? Kasi gusto mo live tubag. You try to analyze kung unsa iyang structure. Saka ni. Dali rin ni. Diba? Tanawan ninyo kayo. No? Kasi man, kasi gusto mo tubag. Unsa ni siya nga type of organizational structure?
Product division, sir.
That's correct. This one is product. Kinsa to ni istorya? Si kabantay. Kinsa to ni istorya?
Ako, sir.
That's right, Riza. This one is product division. Diba? Klaro mo ni. If you try to naadiri ang main, i-divide niya into forest department. Dire, isa ka forest department. Now, nara ang product. Plywood industry. So, stand alone siya. So, another chipboard and profit manager. Stand alone siya po siya. So, mill industry. Stand alone. Special products. Kini dire, stand alone. So, kini siya nga type is a product division nga structure. Thank you, Riza. How about this one? Okay, try to analyze kung saan na siyang organizational structure. Sige po. Sige, Romel.
Functional instruction, sir.
Functional? Sige, anong functional man siya?
Kuan man, sir, kining ga-function sila tanan.
Function sila tanan sa
Kanang ga-kunik-kunik bitaw, sir, kining sa example aning sa hardboard mill tiknuman. Then pag-abot diri sa next line kining diri sa superintendent for production planning kana po siya hardboard nga kanang sa store.
Romel? Wala man si Romel. Yes, this is actually a functional structure. At the same time, this is a product division structure. It's a combination. You can say that it's a combination. The product, they have two products, chipboard ug hardboard. So kung tanawin mo sa chipboard, partly this is standalone, diba? This is a one product line. So nasa kaugalingon nga electricians, nasa kaugalingon nga bookkeeping, foreman, production planning, so standalone siya dire. Kini nga product side. Si hardboard nga mill, the same with chipboard, standalone po siya. So that's why we can say that this one is a product division structure. However, pwede po tayo mo ingon at the same time nga naa siya combination with functional structure because gi-separate ang export manager, sales manager, technical planning, quality control, and secretariat. Ang output ani ni chipboard o ang output for example ani ni hardboard moagi na og quality control. So that's why kini sila nga mga units diri nga mga functions naagyapon sila influence diri sa duha ka product. So dili ta maka totally say nga stand alone gid ni siya kini diri nga side. So that's why it's a combination of functional structure. Ma-functional structure siya because kini sila diri nga mga nga units naa sila functions nga needed ani nga mga product divisions. So that's why it's a combination. It's a product division structure. At the same time, it is a functional structure. So how about this one? Saan eh? May idea? Grace. Kita itong nag-raise. Sige, Romel.
Kuan gyapon, sir, kining combination gyapon sa functional structure din ang production division.
That's correct. It's a combination yapon. The same ra sa aning kani. This one is a combination of functional structure and product division structure. So na siya duha ka product diri. First product diri. Second product kini na diri nga side. But kini nga mga functional units dire is needed para kani nga mga product. You observe quality control, research of working methods. So nagatanda sales separate na siya dire. So unlike siya aning balik ta ha, unlike siya anyo panahon ninyo kini nga style nganong product division lang gid ni siya because ang sales which are very important naagid within the product. So naka-embed siya sa product mismo. Ang naa diri supporting na lang dili sa dako kayo og impact sa or influence diri sa kining mga product divisions. Kung tanaw nimo, na sila kaugalingon nga sales, na sila kaugalingon nga production, export, na sila kaugalingon. So that's why this one is only a product division structure. While these two, kini and kini, is a combination of functional structure and a product division structure. How about this one? Kini. Kaya na po, kining uban. Analyze. Sige. Kining uban. What do you think? Masaya ka nga type sa organizational structure?
Functional gyapon, sir.
Ha?
Di ba siya functional?
Yeah, tama. It's a functional. Ang product niya diri, it's actually just a functional. Dili siya the same atong pikas nga product division. Kaya ang product niya diri, gabas ra gyud nga kahoy. Just a sawmill industry. Na diri ang profit center. So, mao ang product nila is product lang sa sawmill. Ang kining duha ka kuan diri, it's just that it's not a product division, but instead, kung tanaw nimo, this one is a form of it's like a territorial nga departmentalization by territory. Itong tanaw nimo, pareho ra na sila og process ning duha. So pareho ra sila og process ang duha, gamay na sila gamay nga kalainan diri, but basically sila duha is pareho lang nga products ang ilang gina-produce. It's just probably a different territory. So a territorial departmentalization. However, all of this one, kini, are several units, other units na sila. So secretary, technical planning, maintenance, sales, export. So this is another functional unit to produce just one product, a sawmill. So that's why this one is just a functional structure. Okay? So last one. Tanaw nyo ani.
Kuan sir kanang tawag. Functional o kuan? Production?
No, it's actually a product. It's a product division. It's a product division nga structure. So naa diri ang head, na kay duha ka product. Managing director for forest industry, one product. Managing director for metal industry, but wala na niya gibutang ang mga subdivisions kay lahi man nga product, di ba? Managing metal industry, managing forest-based industry. So, isa lang siya kadako ang company, Z company. So, na siya duha ka product, metal o forest, metal nga base nga product o forest base nga product. So, naa din siya administration and finance to support sa ilang whole operation. But if you observe kining managing director within niya, na siya kaugalingon na sales, mill manager, hardboard, sawmill, joinery, manager forest department, R&D, office manager. So office manager niya, kaya na niya i-perform kining ginabuhat diri sa diri. So kining ang work ani nila diri sa main lang, sa main diri lang sila subject. So kining managing forest industry, stand alone siya therefore, di ba? So naa siya kaugalingon nga organization diri, stand alone. Meaning dili siya maapektahan kung say metabo diri kang metal industry or kining nasa tunga. So naa ra gid siya diri. So this one is a product division nga structure. Okay? That's inyo? Question. Question. It's actually my last slide. Before we will proceed then sa inyong activity.
Not sir.
Okay, sige. Since wala na yung question, let me proceed sa inyong activity. Na ako'y di pang set na groupings sa inyong Google Classroom. So, naay upat ka groups dito. Akong basaw na. Group 1, Agipo, Arbiliar, Arellano, Bulacoy, Kahulugan, Caparida, Cruz. Group 2, Gabo, Gahinlay, Gaylani, Buting, Incha, Llamos. Group 3, Magdale, Mahusay, Manulat, Musquiter, Noval, Osorio, Polistico. Group 4, Ponce, Quirante, Rasalan, Remutique, Russia, Salvo, Toralno. So, that's your grouping. Your activity, this is your first activity for the laboratory in WST 70. Wait lang ha, ako i-present. Kita ninyo?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is
Yes, sir.
this is now your activity. So the activity 1 is entitled Organizational Structure of Food-Based Industry. Okay? So the objectives of this one is to illustrate a common organizational structure of a specific industry, determine the function of each component, then analyze the efficiency of structure and propose adjustments of the organization. Now, how we are going to do that? So, per group, na ako'y gi-assign nga industry. Nara, Group 1, large sawmill industry. Group 2, plywood industry. Group 3, pulp and paper industry. Group 4, logging industry. So, the methods now. You're going to explore in the internet on the particular industry nga naka-assign sa inyo ha. Tanawon niyo, mangita mong industry, tanawon niyo yung website, or mangita mo sa libro, or mga company reports, tanawon ninyo ang ilang organizational structure. Okay? Ito ninyo gamita to akong gipresent sa atong klase. Lahi ni, mangita mo lain. According sa naka-assign sa inyong product. So, organizational nga structure. And then, copy ninyo ang ilang structure, and then, take note of the basic information, the name, address, kung saan na siyang company, the basic information sa kanang industry. Second, you determine the function of each component. So, if nakita ninyo na siya sales, ang industry, ang organizational structure na siya sales, karon unsay trabaho sa sales? Dili na ninyo probably tanawon dito sa kung asa to ninyo nakuha kay differently kay na nila gina-define. Mangita na mo din sa internet. Unsa day trabaho sa sales? Unsay trabaho sa operations manager? Unsay trabaho sa supervisor? Unsay trabaho sa kana nga component, kana nga function. So, you're going to determine the function sa kada isa ka component. So, you will use references such as books or in the internet and determine the functions or purpose of that specific unit. Third, you're going to analyze the efficiency of structure. Karon mag-decide din mo. You try to evaluate now the organization and try to decide for yourselves with your group na efficient ba na nga organization or dili. So based on your personal perspective, you are going to discuss whether the system applied sa katong organization nga inyo nakuha is effective or not. You must defend your claim then. So, inyo siyang i-discuss, inyo siyang i-discuss dire, you referred on the principles. Diba, ako'y gipanghatag na principle ninyo nga example, departmentalization, line and staff relationship, centralization and decentralization. So, tanawon ninyo katong mga principles and you try to analyze kung effective ba ang organization nga naka-assign sa napili ninyo. So, tanawon ninyo siya and then you try to discuss now kung based on scalar principle, effective ba siya? Based on departmentalization, effective ba siya? So you try to then defend your claim whether kana nga organizational structure para sa ana nga industry is effective or not. Okay? So how you are going to prepare your report? So you make an introduction, You make an objectives, methodology, then you prepare the results and discussion, conclusion, and references. Methodology and objectives, na ni, kini. So, inyo lang ning i-revise. Then, you make your own results and discussion, then you conclude karon sa inyong output. So, and then, aside from this report, you will also prepare a PowerPoint presentation, a minimum of 15 slides, wherein you are going to report your findings sa atong klase. Okay? So for the group 1, you have a large sawmill industry, group 2, plywood industry, group 3, pulp and paper industry, group 4, logging industry. Right. So, the deadline, not yet deadline. Let's talk about first kung kinsa ang mag-lead sa group. Diba na naman mo groups nga naka-assign. So you try to organize, no? Mangita, mag-create ba mo group chat or kung sabayan yung buhaton ng mga strategy ninyo para ma-divide ang work. Sa group 1, kita may mag-lead sa group 1. Agipo. Okay na ka, di pa baka mo busy karon para sa inyong kwandra?
Dili naman sir, nakuha na sir, na lubong na kagahapon.
Sige, kaya ba nimo i-lead ang group 1 kung ikaw mag-lead? Okay na ka ha? Sige.
Okay ra sir, tinabangay lang mi sir.
That's good. So, you organize niyo yung group. So, agi po, you will lead the group 1 ha? Liamos? Ethel?
Sir.
Ikaw ang mag-lead sa group 2. Okay?
No, I'm sorry sir, pero ako ang gabantay sa ko ang lolo sir, murag dili gid kay nako siya makuan tapos gakuan po kog proposal karon sir, busy pug kay ko sir.
Kinsay, I think kamo tanan sa proposal lang. But kinsay entry kay nasa group 2? Group 2 Gabo.
Sir,
Mag-lead sa group 2 ha? Okay na nimo?
kira sir
Sige, that's good. I think kamutanan karon actually the thesis proposal. So, but you need to strategize ha. Just a minimal work. Wala man pud mo mag-field work ani or kwan. And ibahin-bahinon ninyo and every after the activity maghatag ko group evaluation para i-evaluate ninyo inyong mga kauban kung pila ang percentage nga natabang aning tawhanon sa among activity. Okay? So, i-evaluate ninyo ang inyong kauban, then dito na ko i-base ang iyang grado. So, inana siyang strategy na to sa para po, dili magsalig ang uban sa ilang group leader lang. So, Gabo, you will lead the group 2.
Yes, sir.
And then, Magdale. Wala si Magdale. Magdale.
Sir.
Ikaw ang mag-lead sa group 3 ha. And then Kirante. Mark. Maclo. Subag si Kirante. Lino si Kirante. Nakadaya. Rusya. Diana.
Sir.
Ikaw ang mag-lead sa group 4. Okay? Kaya na nimo. So, you try to organize your group ha. Mag-create ba mo group chat and then magsabot-sabot mo ani. So, mamili mo isa or duha lang ka organization. Maski pwede ra isa. So, mamili mong isa, tanawon ninyo yung structure, determine ninyo ang function ato kada component, dayon inyo din siyang i-analyze ang iyang structure. So it's actually a very short lang activity. Okay? So you try to separate the workload sa kada grupo. Sige. I will give the remaining time sa inyo ha para makasabot-sabot na mo sa inyong group. And then, let's talk about the deadline. So the deadline for this activity will be March 26. So that's 2 weeks from now. So duha ka semana ha. So 12 man taron. Next Friday is 19. So next Friday is 26. So sa 26 na klase na to, inyo na po dayong i-submit ang inyong paper. At the same time, mag-present na mo sa inyong grupo. Okay? Questions? Questions? Okay. Question.
Wala naman siguro, sir.
Sige. If wala na questions, then I will end now your class and then